Okay, so next up, we're talking about something called formatting strings. So this ties into concatenation, where we have data and some strings, and we want to put them together either to display a message or create a new variable, do something with the combination. So there's a couple other options. Rather than just concatenating single strings or individual strings, what if we're working with numbers like we saw? I wanted to be able to say your guess of, and then add in a number, an integer, and then add another string at the end to say was incorrect, and that caused a problem. So there are a couple solutions to what we're trying to do, which is called interpolation. So the way that we're going to use in this course is using what's called f strings. So here's an example where we have a variable x equals 10, and we're able to create the string I've told you 10 times already by taking that x equal to 10 and interpolating it inside of these curly braces. So the syntax is kind of weird, but it starts off with an F, that's not a typo, so that F, and then quotes. And then inside of those quotes, wherever we have curly braces, kind of breaks out of the quotes, it escapes them, and allows us to put variable names inside. So really briefly, let's make a variable called, let's just go back to guess. Guess equals 8. Now I could do a print, your guess, and I'm missing the F, which is important, your guess of, then all we have to do inside these brackets is say guess, your guess of guess was incorrect. Just like that. Your guess of 8 was incorrect. We could also do things like do math. Hello? So we're also able to do things like do some math in there if we wanted to. So maybe guess plus 1 if we wanted. And I got rid of the space over here, but you can see it turned it into 9. So we can do math in there. It's basically a way of saying, okay, we're not in string anymore. We've escaped the string, so we can do things that we could do outside of strings. So this is nice. You could do it with two things as well. So maybe we have name is equal to Blue the cat. Now I could do a print f, and then in quotes say nice try, comma, name, but your guess of guess is wrong, just like that. Now you can see I get nice try, Blue the cat, but your guess of 8 is wrong. All right, so that's f strings, very nice, we'll use them all the time. Basically what it does is it takes whatever's inside of here at the end of the day and turns it into a string. So it converts the integer 10 to the string version of 10 and puts it inside. Okay, so on the slide it does say this is the new way, meaning there are a couple of older ways. You might see this, the format method. So it looks like this, where basically rather than being able to use these curly brackets and directly adding the variable into the string, we do it afterwards. So I've told you, then we add empty curly brackets, and then at the end of the string, dot format, and then in parentheses, we give it what we want to be inserted. So I think this is really clunky. It is clunky, which is why this was added to Python. You can see it's a lot nicer. And there's also one older way that has now been deprecated, but it looks like this. They all follow similar principles, but clearly this is the simplest, cleanest solution. So this is what we'll use.